Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is you come across this video. It is approximately 12:15 local time. The new deck came today, so I wanted to unbox it with you instead of doing it off camera and then just sharing it with you. So this is my first time looking at it as well. It's called the Fermentation Oracle, reading and recipes to take you on a magical culinary journey. 36 oracle cards and guidebook by Julia Skinner. Very nice, heavy duty, hard backing. All right, let's get at it. There's the book. Oh, I can see we won't be storing them in here. They don't make it easy to get them out. I shared a video. It's a short where I saved a butterfly today. She was floating in my bird pool when I went outside. I planted some seeds and stuff today. Very nice heavy duty cards as well. The Fermentation Oracle guidebook with readings and recipes. I've really been interested in learning about fermentation. So hence the reason why I was kind of drawn to get this. I have never seen an oracle deck like this before. But that being said, if you like nature, she was a beautiful butterfly. I put her picture through Google Lens, and it said she was either an Eastern swallowtail or a Canadian swallowtail butterfly. So there's a short little video of her opening her wings, and I took it as her letting me know she was going to be okay. Because when I first pulled, like, she was just floating on top of the water in the pool, and I put my hand underneath her and lifted her up, and her wings were soaking wet. So I wasn't sure if she was going to make it or not, but I got to watch her fly away, and it was a great way for me to start my day. But that being said, we're going to pull a card or two from this new oracle deck by Julia Skinner, the Fermentation Oracle. It just came in the mail today. I was outside tending to the butterfly and sowing some seeds when the mailman pulled up. So that being said, I do have the back door open so the dogs are able to get outside. So if I take off running and you hear barking, that's why. Okay. Finding balance and thrive in yourself. Looks like we've got some pineapple and some strawberries, maybe some blueberries. All right, let's see what it's about. I'm excited. We'll have to, considering that this comes with recipes, we'll actually have to try some. I may do those videos on the other channel and then just share them to this channel, but we'll see. If I want to go live when I do it, I'll have to use this channel because I can't go live on my other channel. Okay, and these cards are not numbered. So here's hoping there's a glossary. This book is very well made. Okay, finding balance. It is not in alphabetical order. So, finding balance, page 50. Wild fermented fruit wine. This is interesting. I really like this so far. Making wine is a balancing act. Too little time yields a soft drink. Too much time can yield vinegar. Like a fine wine, a fulfilling life is all about balance too. Which of your needs and wants are asking to be clearly defined so they can be brought into your life? Wow. How might your days best be organized to reflect the balanced life you want to lead? Wild fermented fruit wine. Many wines rely on adding wine-making yeast to pasteurized juice, but I like to use the wild yeasts that naturally occur on fruit. With regular stirring and checking, the result is a fresh, funky wine that can be quite delicious. This recipe makes just a small amount, perfect for experimenting on a small scale to see what flavors and fermentation times you like before scaling up to make a bigger batch. If you have the equipment, you can make this wine using a carboy, Carboy, and airlock. As with all fermentation, make sure you have clean hands and clean equipment before you start. And it calls for 4 to 5 cups of fresh whole fruit, pits or stems removed, and 4 tablespoons of sugar. And then the equipment needed. Yeah. Okay. Then we have Thrive in Yourself. Page 92. Tepache. I don't know why I'm wanting to say tapioca, but that's not it. But I don't know how to pronounce that word. And I'm at a hot spot too. Okay. It is what it is. It can be sweet, sour, boozy, soft, fizzy, or spiced. Consider how you adapt to the different environments around you. How can you move through those spaces to the greatest benefit of yourself and others? How can you be the most authentic version of yourself, wherever you may be and whoever you may be with? This recipe for this drink, these recipes for this drink vary by geographical location, sometimes relying solely on sugar, pineapple, and water, and other times studded with spices and other flavorings. This teaches us to think about versatility and adaptability, including this lesson. If it sits so long that it's too sour to drink, don't fear. You've made a fantastic vinegar, and you've gained a fun new ingredient to play with. It makes 1 gallon. It calls for 1 pineapple lined on, cut into wedges, 2 cups of a specific kind of sugar, and 1 gallon of water, plus more as needed. So it's a drink, a pineapple drink, basically. I mean, pineapple, sugar, and water. That's easy enough. And then if you let it sit for too long, it says it turns into a vinegar. Ooh, pineapple vinegar. I don't know. That could be good for some detoxing. Pineapple juice helps get rid of parasites. So pineapple is good for you in a lot of different ways. But that would be good to use like either one of these. Fermentation in general. Like say you've got some fruit that's going bad and you're not going to be able to eat it fast enough. Turn it into something that's a fermentation, like apple cider vinegar, and you've saved whatever that was just going to go bad. All right, I've enjoyed it. I like it. We'll try one of these recipes. I do have some strawberries and stuff, and I think I even have some peaches. So, I need to look into getting one of those fermentation jars. Let the process begin on a new hobby, a new rabbit hole. Fermentation is very good for the gut, though. Like kimchi and sauerkraut and stuff like that that's fermented, that's all really good for gut health and, building up your immune system and all sorts of stuff. So be confident in your abilities. Going back to our mini affirmation from last night, this morning, whatever you want to say, I am confident in my abilities to solve problems. Find solutions, not excuses. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to do, I can't really stay on here too long, but when I did the poll earlier, I said that we were going to read over the cards from the Healthy Witch Oracle, where we got the breath and the lungs. This is the other new deck that we got this week. We had breath, lungs, and wellness, love yourself. And so, because we're only pulling from this once a week, I wanted to read over again what the cards say. And I turned right open to page 10, wellness and love yourself. This card says it's time for transformation and shedding skin. Make a decision on how you will be treated by others, how you will treat yourself, and develop a sense of worth is the same as honoring the goddess. Think about what you want to change or adjust in your life, whether it's your home life or work life, and make it happen. Finding that balance. Thrive in yourself. Very much connected. All right. Number 4 was the lungs. It's important to take time away from your busy life. Go camping or go to the beach. These are places where all 4 elements come together at the same time. Revel in the feel of the sand, the sound of the ocean, the peacefulness of the forest, and the babbling stream. If you're able to step outside, find a tree to lean against. Trees are a natural detox that filter out toxins in the air. Why can't they detox you too? So, and then the breath, the 31, that's the one that talks about the breathing exercises, which very much connects to the lungs. This card may be telling you it's time to increase your breathing exercises. Get a level up, or perhaps saying you need to do them every day. Either way, grounding, shielding, and releasing are all done with your breath and help rid you of all negative yuckiness that sticks to us throughout our daily lives. Regulate your flow of chi. Never underestimate the value of simple techniques. Real magic is based on simple truths, and in most cases, backed by science. At this time, there was a day and time where maybe it wasn't backed by science, but now we've expanded so far in that area in the world that most of them are backed by science at this point. All right, I'm going to call it there. Thank you for being here. I'm excited about the new deck. When I start testing these recipes, I'll definitely share it, whether I go live or just do a video about it. But either way, that was the Fermentation Oracle Guidebook with Readings and Recipes by Julia Skinner. As always, it's available on Amazon. That's where I get all my decks. All right, I hope everybody has a great day. It's a beautiful day in my area. I've only got a little while left before I've got to go to work. I'm trying to make the most of the sunshine. Still adjusting and shifting around, trying to get used to the night shift. If you are used to catching my videos in the AM and you've wondered why I haven't, or I should say my lives, and wondered why I haven't been there, I have. It's just at a different time. I've been coming on around 12:30, right as we're shifting over into the new day. So they're there. Go check them out. As always, be grateful for what you have, the big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any way possible that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it could have on yours. Hello. Yes, I do. What? I mean, I'm not going to try to dive too deep into that question. So, yes, I do like tacos, but I prefer homemade. Um, so, anyways, have a great day. Be safe out there. Get out in nature. Find your chi. Find your confidence. Be blessed. Find peace. And I'll see you next time.